just put this in. I'm just going to put it as a guide, but what I'm also going to do in the course of the weekend is I'm going to do a series of setup, from beginner to, every level of when a member gets started, every level they should follow. I'm going to do a video set of videos and I'll put it on my system. Okay, so anybody who gets started, any one of you could now use that system to duplicate. I'm so grateful to God for this amazing year. I'm so grateful for the vision we have to impact, 100 families to 1 million. And we know that it's a long haul, it's a long journey, but it's possible. All right. The vision controls our activities as long as we are consistent. The one thing I actually want to tell, I don't want to waste much time on this call. I just want to give you a precept, a guide. Learning is a journey. There's a relationship with learning. A lot of people make the mistake of coming in and they want to learn how they learn. All right. The truth is, there are standards, there are expectations of the learning environment. When I came in, I knew how I learned, all right? I know how I learned. I never loved the online learning, all right? But I knew something, that if I have to learn a new way, I have to unlearn. So I need everybody to put on the chat. I have to unlearn how to learn or what I've learned, okay? First, I have to unlearn two things. How to learn, because you only know what you know, all right? So you have to unlearn how to learn, because some people have the paradigm. Everything that controls you is a paradigm, that this is how I get to understand. I want to be taught this way. This is how they are willing. I'm actually just talking to the willing. These are not people who are not willing. These are people who are ready to learn. But the paradigm they have when they come in this environment also still controls them. All right, it controls them. So they tell you how to learn, or when they are learning, they are following instruction. They are not getting it. They are not assimilating because they have a paradigm that this is how I want to learn. Okay, some of you will be caught up in that web. Many of us, we were caught up in that web when we got started. Okay, but I figured out that over time, if you could reshape the idea of the learning environment, of the learning expectation, it's going to change everything. So the first thing is I have to unlearn how to learn. When you go to the kindergarten stage, you go with nothing. And everything that is deposited in you, you take. That is how you come in this environment. You come with nothing, but you're first doing the first task. Now you come with something. You have to break down that something. Unlearn how to learn so that you are going to be as plain as water when you come here, so that you're going to be shaped to anything that will help you. All right. Another thing is you are going to unlearn what you learned. Okay. You have to sometimes step back in the journey and restart. All right. And the good thing about that, when you begin to learn what you have learned before, if it is right, it's going to be now faster and more beautiful. Does that make sense? Put 2 on the chart. So those are 2 things I want. Like it's a consciousness, 2 consciousness that I want you to have. All right. For you to master the process of learning, first, as a beginner, you want to learn how to learn. So now, how do you learn? You learn nothing. You don't have how to learn. Okay. Anything you're told to do is what you do. All right, as a beginner, anything you're told to do is you don't say, oh, because what's going to happen over the course of time is what is making people successful. It's not going to make you successful. Why? Because it's coming in one way and it's going out another way, because you are not getting it the way you want to get it. It's not the way you want to get it. It's how, all right, you want to get it. So I actually just wanted everyone to, be very, very, let us sink in. I got it if you got what I said. The challenge you're going to have at the journey of a beginner that's going to slow the process is when you begin to struggle with your way of learning, your old way of learning, all right? And the other one that I say you have to unlearn what you've learned is what you've learned will not become a comparison for what is coming in, right? So that is why you just have to take it away and go back to reinstall, all right? Does that make sense? Good fight. My rule is this. I'm just that, like I said, I'm just going to give you a preset guide. Okay, I'm talking to the new members here right now. My rule is quite simple. If you stay connected and you stay consistent, you're going to be successful. All right. The journey, stay connected, stay consistent. You're going to be successful. So everything that I'm striving, you want to be conscious of doing is new. All right. Is you want to be glued to every channel that helps you stay connected with the environment of Kenvry, with the environment of the I Am Academy. You have to make it a priority to make it. Let it speak to you. Like the first thing is our Telegram chat. Okay, our Telegram chat. You have to be connected because anything I'm going to do, I'm going to put it in there. It's not everybody that I'll get started in the business or the member or your leader will get started. That they will have the every one-on-one. I can't always send message to one-on-one individuals. Right? That is why we add it to a group and we send the message. So what you do is you ping your Telegram channel. All right. You ping your Telegram channel. So at least that helps you. And it's a consciousness. You want to be conscious of Telegram because if you've not been using Telegram, the chances are you're going to be missing messages. It happens to everyone. So this is a consciousness that, oh, at least I now have. Tell your mind that this is where my message comes in now. All right. So the moment you know that this is where you receive your message, you're going to be conscious because that's where we're going to be dropping every call. Like I'm having this call right now. A lot of people are not here. We have more than the numbers here, but they're not here. Why? They're not connected. All right. Now, it may not be their fault. Okay. It's not a matter of wrong or right, but it's just a matter of how, as I grow, I need to be more connected. Okay. I need to be more connected. I need to always check the Telegram. Have they dropped any message? If you're hungry for something, you always stay in that environment. And second thing about being consistent, I hope you guys are writing these things down. Stay connected. All right. Stay connected to the channels that drops information. Okay. So some of you should have some of you should be on this channel. Some of you should be on the $1 million a day. All right. Manuel, Theophilus, you can drop the link. All right, on the Telegram channel. $1 million a day is our general Telegram channel. Okay. Drop the Facebook of Sagari Max. So these are the channels you need to stay connected to me, to our Chairman 10 group and our Chairman 100 organization. Okay. You need to stay connected. Then you want to follow these individuals. I just named them. These are people that I follow and I actually advise to follow them. Sagari Max, David Monite, and all of your leaders in the group. All right. You want to follow them on Instagram. Right. Then another thing you want to do, you want to stay connected to Believe Nation. All right. Believe Nation. It's a compulsory. For me, it's compulsory. All right. Believe Nations. I'm just dropping this in because this is recorded. So anyone who's getting into this environment, just know that this is the foundation that I'm setting. I want to set for you to be able to guide you because the thing is, if I don't set you right, all right, you will set me wrong. Do you understand? So Believe Nation, that is something you should get. And we're going to, in the course of your journey, we're going to show you how these things are going to play a role, all right, in your sustainability and consistency. So the other things I mentioned, Emmanuel or Theophilus, drop the link to the Telegram channel, all right, in the group, all right. All the leaders, just drop them. Okay, take a note of what I'm saying right now and make sure you drop these things in the chat. Does that make sense? All right. So if you get started, if you want to make your first 2 weeks very productive, all right, is you want to be able to understand how to navigate the environment. Okay. Know how to log in. These are the simple things you do in your first 2 weeks. All right. Number one, know how to access the platform. Okay, let me just write them down. All right. Know how to. Emmanuel, can you quickly just help me? all right, on the chat. Number one, I should be good at accessing the platform, all right? I am Academy. I am Academy is my back office, okay? That is where I get to know my subscription and all of those stuff. Okay, I'm not going to do, what I'm going to do is, I am going to do a video that will take us through the new member setup. I believe all of you have passed this stage, but I'm just trying to state it, all right? So because this video is going to be saved and sent to new members based on the things they need to understand, all right? So I need to know how to access the platform. Then the first thing I do, all right, is now go through the academy. I cannot mentor you if you don't take instruction. The only way I know a new member comes in, all right, is when they follow instruction. So your first 5 days to academy, 100%, write it down. Okay, 5 days to academy, 100%. Can that be done? Yes. Takes 4 hours to finish the academy, the HFX academy, unless you're on the elite, all right? But if you're on the HFX pack, you should complete your academy in 5 days, all right? If you're on the elite, maximum 2 weeks, all right? Now, the whole reason for that is, unless you don't want me you don't want me to be your mentor, okay? I wish it's allowed. Maybe I may be too highly prized for guiding you. You may think, okay, you can't come to the level of a new beginner. Some of you may think that way. It's fine. But if you really want to go, if you want to go bizarre on this thing, the fastest way to catch up with the skill set that is so simple, the simple aspect of this business is the skill set, is you want to be able to follow instruction to the detail. Number one, go through the academy 100% within your first 5 days. All right. That's a rule. It's my rule. If you tell me, Kenvry, I don't understand something, the first thing I'm going to ask you, where is the percentage of your academy? If I ask you that, all right, trust me, you know, this person is not ready. Okay. I cannot mentor you when you cannot follow that simple instruction. It means you're not ready to learn. It means that thing I said first. If you're not ready to learn the way you should learn, all right, it means you're learning the way you want to learn. And the way you want to learn is not the way I'm going to teach you. So we are going to have a conflict. Put in a file if you understand what I'm saying, all right? We're going to have a conflict. If I say go through this video that is going to make you understand how I'm going to teach you, and you don't go through the video, all right, and you come to me that you don't understand something, you're already being rude to me. Do you guys understand what I'm trying to say? I want you to understand this, all right? One thing being in my environment or these environments that I'm truthful and I am playing, okay? Not everybody that I'm going to mentor, all right, personally, but if I'm doing I'm having a mentorship environment for you, you should take it very, very seriously, all right? Because it's going to take you far. So first thing, go through. So every time you feel like you don't understand something, just remember one thing. I've not done what Kenvry told me to do. I've not done what Kenvry told me. More to come, all right? You will never ask the questions that you are asking right now if you follow the instruction, I guarantee you. And anytime you ask the question and you are following the instruction, I'm very hungry to come to your aid. Why? You should. I want to know why you did it. All right? That I'm interested in making sure that you did. Okay? If you had followed the instruction and something is not clear, I'm very, very interested to knowing how to help you because I know you should. Does that make sense? So the second thing, all right. Okay, if you have any question, I think questions shouldn't come in the course of. Just take this note. We're going to ask questions. This is just a guide session. All right. It's a guide session. Maybe another thing I may do in the session is to ask questions where you are if you've done this thing, because some of you have gone past. But I'm just doing this as a guide to rearrange. Maybe some of you skip some things. I'll take you back so nothing comes to you unaware. All right. So first thing, you go through the academy 5%. If you're on the elite pack, at least because you're not going through all of the other DCX, you might not be so interested in going through all of the Forex. All right. So I think what's Emmanuel, what do you think is the percentage if you complete the whole of the academy on HFX, if you're on the elite? What do you think it should cover? It should be able to cover way above 50%, right? Or 60%. Am I correct?
It should be about 60%, sir.
All right, good. Is that right? That's true, right? All right, good. So if you are just doing the HFX in the elite pack, at least 60%. Okay. Now I want to add this. It may not be a rule, like it may not be a compulsory factor. But I think if you have time on your side, go through the Forex environment. Okay. Go through the Forex Academy. It's how many hours? It's less than 8 hours as well, right? Manuel. 5 hours. I think it's 5. The whole of Forex is
5 hours, sir.
5 hours. I think the whole of the academy is less than 11 hours, right?
Yeah, 11 to 12, depending on the network.
So for me, I think it should be a commitment you do in your first 2 weeks. All right. If you take 1 hour every day in 2 weeks to study the whole of the academy, in 2 weeks, you should have been done with the academy. All right. It may not be a rule to go through all, but you know why you should? Everything in Forex is repetitious. Everything in trading, all right, is repetitious, but they got levels of repetition. So when you come on the Forex, the same thing we're teaching on the HFX that we're teaching, but it's just repetitious. So imagine you getting all of the repetition in different standards. It's going to be able, as you go through this journey, when a new thing is taught in those environments, you're going to quickly catch up because why? You've understood the basics, all right, in the academy. So when we're talking and we're training you, the practical training on the live session, it's going to be easier for you to understand. When you're going through it, you may not understand it. Trust me. But the reason you're going through it is that you're introducing it to your brain. Your brain is catching up. It knows. Your brain is the best. It retains message, but your understanding, your senses may not get it, but your mind does. So as your senses get trained through the live session, through repetition, the brain will begin to break those things down to you. Does that make sense? That is why you have to go through it. So it's not a new environment when you're passing through again. Put 5 on the chart if you understand that. All right. So I will implore you to go through the whole of the academy 100% in 2 weeks. All right. You may say I don't need DCX, but just go through it. If you just go through the videos, can I give you why? All right. The reason you should go through it is for you to grow in this environment, there's something you need to conquer. All right. The leading of the flesh. Whenever you're given a task that your flesh doesn't like, it becomes difficult to go through. And that is the point where you really want to transit from your flesh to your spirit. So every time you follow instruction, it's more of your spirit that is leading. The flesh doesn't want. I don't know. I cannot commit this. It's so easy, but it cannot commit because why? It's a paradigm. For you to shift the paradigm of the flesh, you have to move to the activity of the spirit. So every time I was watching those videos, sometimes I feel like sleeping because why? It doesn't align with my flesh. All right. But I slap myself, I wake up, I wash my face, and I look at the mirror and I say, Kenvry, you're doing this. All right. I go back, I watch. It's not fruitful. At the beginning, it wasn't fruitful to my senses. It kept repelling. But I make sure I put in that 1 hour. All right. In fact, I do 4 hours every day. All right. 11 to 3 p.m., 3 a.m. Why was I doing it? I was trying to tell my flesh that in this journey of my success, you cannot get me there. So I have to quiet you. So every time I put in the time, I was quieting more. The reason is I was fighting the battle of following the instruction of putting in my desire more than I wanted to even get something. I wanted to know something. I was more about the battle of the flesh. Look at where I am today. All right. So in the journey, if you want to still do astounding in this environment, you have to quiet. So it's not about what you want. Okay. First, you even fight the battle of if they told me to do, I need to do it. Why am I not doing this? I think my flesh is leading me. I should do this. So the more you do it, you're going to quiet the flesh. All right. Put 5 on the chart if you got that. Okay, so that is that. So 2 weeks. Then the second level, tier 2, is if you want to study me, stay in my environment, go on the favorite session. All right. So I think here I would. Why are you not recognizing my face? All right, so this is what I'm talking about. All right. You see this space where my picture is? That's where I'll rate you. I'll tell you, send me your picture. This is what I'll rate you. Forget your see my own 40%. All right. That's almost that should be like 400%, 4,000%. Okay. So this thing that's 40% is what I want to see. Level 3, 100% in 2 weeks. Okay. So if you're navigating through this, I move to go live. How is it doing this? I'll refresh the page. All right, good. So when it comes to go live, all right, one of the things you want to really be very good at, if you come on this, for some of you, okay, where is my schedule? How do I know your schedule? It's so simple. We've sent a picture that shows my schedule. If you click on HFX here, you're going to see the schedules of all the educators you need to follow. All right. When you come in here, I'll probably be biased to tell you in your beginning stage, all right, you want to stay put because you need time to commit to a certain thing. In your beginning stage, you want to stay put to following, at least doing the tasks, you stay here, Kenvry mode. You're listening to this, all right? If you happen to be listening to this, I want to tell you, yes, you're going to explore. It's a journey of 6 to 18 months. But in your first month, you want to create a foundation, all right, a strong foundation. So you want to stay in this environment, all right? Two things you should do, okay, is we are the two educators, I and Dr. Nadipe. But this is really what I want to tell you to do. Based on this training, I'm in the next course of action. I may tell you different, but listen to this. You want to come here and do the 21 rule. All right. One of the things I believe after the academy, you should have, for you to master the double blessing strategy, the charting, price action, everything that I bring in, all right, you need a 21 rule. What does it mean? If I goes over something 21 times, there is a level of mastery that I'm going to come to, right? So for me to be able to train you, and I have confidence that you are good, is I know that you've taken the data that I'm going to use, the curriculum that I'm going to use to train you, you've taken it in. So all I'm just doing is breaking it down. All right. So you go on the favorite session. Why is it not loading yet? I'm going to give you an idea of the videos. I taught it in a session. I mentioned it in a session, and someone here who was so good to break it down. All right. The topics to look at is price action, all right, charting, and double blessing. Select videos that are price action, charting, and double blessing. Okay, so what you want to do, this is it. It's a long stretch. Watch it, and you want to engage what I'm doing in the next maybe 2, 3, or your first month in the business. Anything that has to do with the double blessing, all right, pick that video, watch it at least a minimum, all right. So you can see this first video right now is the basic setup of cash trap using the double blessing strategy. You guys get it. That's a double blessing video, all right. Then you see this video that has to do with foundation structure. That's more of advanced. It's a good one. It talks about price action. Okay. So are you guys typing down? You guys should write what I tell you to go through. Just write it down. All right. Okay. Basic foundation of the double blessing strategy, just like the first identifying. Yeah, basic foundation. All right. Wow. And there are some videos that have to do with mindset. Normally, I'm the one who's going to tell you. I think I have about 28 to 30 something videos on my total. If you can go through all of them, it's a blessing. Okay. Even trying to tell you to pick some right now is hard for me because to me, it's like I'm taking it's like a journey. All right. So if you go to day one of my favorite session and you begin to study me from day one to present day, there's no way you go through all of them to present day that you don't already have what it takes to be successful and to understand. Because why? It's the journey. When I started new. I started introducing myself. So if you want to know me well as an educator, you come in from when I started introducing myself, charting and point system, pure technical analysis, all right, setting up of trading view, the breakdown of price action, best training on charting. So you want to really get charting, that is the video, all right. Yeah, don't. If I don't think, what do you guys think? All right, well, how many videos are here? I don't think it's a long haul. I think it's about 34, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 37 videos. 1 hour every day. It's just 37 days. All right. 2 hours every day is just about 19 days. 3 hours every day is probably nine, about 9 days, right? 12 days. Yeah, 12 days. It's just about how you are committed, how you want to commit yourself that I want to do this. But there's nobody who wants to do this. And you do this in your first month or your first second month. You're not going to even ask me any question. You're going to be training me. I guarantee you. You can't commit yourself. Because if you go through this, it won't be your flesh going through this, it'll be your spirit for you to go through this. All right. It's a long one, but if you go through by the time you go through your first 4 videos, you already understand how to mark up, how to set up. So every other thing is going to be repetition. And the more you repeat through the process of what you already know, come on. And my best advice is don't be so aggressive in your live session, in your live account. Because one of the things that will make you not go through this is when you begin to expose the baby to a dangerous environment. All right. Learning precedes earning. If you want to earn, learn. Okay. So that is why I love the elite track. Part of the thing that will help you earn very well is when you begin to, that's why I say go through all of the videos. Understand those things that can make you money. All right. It's not your life trading now that will make you money. It's your leverage that will make you money. Okay. So if you have money and you don't want to lose it, don't give that money to your trading. Give it to a tool. All right. Like the swipe coin or the HFX swipe. All right. Give it a tool. Invest your money in part of these cryptocurrencies. They will work for you while you're learning the skill. That's my best advice. Put a small amount. All right. So let's say you have $1,000. Put like $200 in your live account in trading. All right. And begin to grow it following the live sessions. We call out the trade, mark up the trade. Just wait for it. If it gets there, everything aligns, take it. All right. Just do it as your practice. At least you have a live account you're practicing while you're growing with. But every other thing, all right, put it into the swipe coin. All right, just learn how to copy and paste. Those things will make you money, leverage while you're learning the skill. Does that make sense? All right, putting a 7 on chart. I'm giving you my author's guide. This is what I would do from how I got started. This is what I will do if I have to go back so that I will not make the mistakes that I made when I got started. None of you have to blow an account unless you deliberately just want to experience blowing an account. Does that make sense? All right. I believe you guys are communicating in the chat. Okay. So just know that the guide I'm giving to you right now is a guide that will take you through the process so that you don't get injured through the process. Okay. So pick this video. So I'm upgrading this. There's a tier 3. All right. So go through. So I'll say 21 videos, but I just think go through the whole of the favorite session, updated. There's no way you've gone through them, all right, that you're not going to be so hungry. All right. You're going to be hungry. You're going to be so excited that, wow, is this how it's so simple? All right. And if you have any difficulty or challenge and you've gone through them, but things still, it's impossible. I will almost say that it's impossible for things to stay. Let me tell you the kind of discussion we'll be discussing. It's not going to be about trading. It's going to be about emotions. All right. Wow, you know this thing, but I think I'm not patient. I think it's not really going to be about the charting. If you're still having difficulties, it's going to be maybe majority about the emotions, the risk management, the discipline, but not the skill set. You're not going to say, I don't know how to buy, I don't know how to chart. At least you'd have taken care of all those ones. Does this make sense? All right, put in a 555. We'll be dealing with something else, not the skill set. By the time you've gone through this, all right, and you're still having issues, maybe your entry, it's going to be more of the discipline, not the skill set. So those are things we'll now work on, all right? Together we'll work on them. Okay, now tier 3. The tier 3 level is you want to be a genius to the level you are confident of being an educator. Because part of this is the moment you know the skill, you're going to advance your earning. All right. As time goes on in the mentorship, I'm going to show you things you guys should focus on to take you to other streams of income. Now, there is a tier 3, which means something you've done 21 times, repeatedly 21 times. Okay. So if I tell you pick a certain video and go over those videos 21 times, all right, that means you've spent about 400 and something hours. So within your first 6 months, you should have completed it's something you don't have to do it as a task. If you're good at doing it in the beginning, it will become a character. It will become a habit. Anything you do 21 times will become a habit. It will become a habit that every day you must study something for 1 hour. All right. You're doing 2 hours over 21 days. It will become a habit that every day you're studying something for you're practicing something. All right. For 2 hours. So it means if you drop in study time of 21 times 21, okay, you're going to be at the level we are, where you don't know the things you have learned. You will know the things you have not learned. Like most of the things I teach you, the moment I get exposed to anything called trading, even if I've not known it before, all right, guess what happens? It's unveiled. The market has a relationship for unveiling what I don't know to me. Why? Because everything that has to do with its foundation. Everything that has to do with its foundation, I'd already grabbed. So it's like the market teaches me how it works. It's like there's a part of me that knows everything in the market, and it begins to reveal. That's why I tell you, when you empower your spirit knows all things. All right. So if you see the level of training I've been giving you guys recently, it's mind-blowing. These are things that I didn't really study to those parts, but because of the foundation that I already know consistently, everything that is built upon the foundation becomes clearer. Okay. I mean, if you want to get to that level, put in 2 on the chart. Where you get exposed to something, it's almost like you know what's going to happen, and you just look and you see it happens. You would have done it over and over and over again till your spirit catch up and say, okay, this is my friend. All right. It takes time. It's a journey. That's why the first decision you have to make is I'm not quitting till I get it. All right. The inside of the process of you studying the video, which is tier 2, is I want to write accountability. I have to be accountable. You are not a slave to learning. Learning should be interactive. All right. So as you are studying the video, the moment you know what double blessing is, 4 grains for a buy plus the double blessing, 5th factor. All right. This is what you do. Take your chart. At least you would have known how to set up your trading view and all of those things. Take in your week 1 of this study, take 10 trades. See your results in buying or selling in the double blessing your study. See your result. It is documentation that gives you your confidence. As you study, you document. You practice what you study. Yes, if your first day was 10 and you did 6 out of 10 or 4 wins, 6 losses, all right, repeat it and make sure you wait to the latter. This time around, you're not going to be doing it because you're trading. You're going to be doing it because you are learning on your demo account. By the time you go 10 times, all right, you do this 10 times. It means you took 10 trades, you saw your result, and you did it 10 times. Your result will confirm what I am telling you. For everybody that has done it, I've never seen one person. This is 3 years in the business. And this is 8 more than about 10 months as an educator. Since I've been giving this instruction, not one person has said it didn't work. But not everybody does it. Will you do it? Let me know in the chat. 10, documentation. Documentation increases productivity. Anything that you're going to grow must be shown to you. So by the time you practice and you show yourself what you're learning, that's confidence, personal. It's not going to be, oh, it's on the live session. No, it's your personal results. All right. Only 2 people will do it. You just need to be accountable for yourself. So document. It's your documentation that you will submit to me. So anytime you ask me, anytime I'm having a review, I will ask you this thing. At least one. I cannot mentor you if you don't follow this instruction. Just take it, period. Quit the business if you can't do this. All right? And don't get close to me if you can't do this. So just know that, oh, I need anything from Kenvry. Have I done what he told me to do? Because I'm going to come back to you and ask you, okay, have you gone through 21 videos? All right. Okay, you've gone through the academy. Have you gone through 21 videos? All right. Let me see your documentation. All right. And if you don't have it, you've not started. You've not gotten value for what you paid for. All right. You refuse to get value for what you paid for. This whole thing I said should be done in a month. All right. 21 videos. Guess how you do the academy? 1 hour for the academy, 1 hour. Or even if you do 30 minutes for the academy, 30 minutes for, I think if you do 30 minutes for the academy, 1 hour for the live session, in less than 20 days, you should be done with tier 1. All right, you should. In less than 20 days. So you could now begin to explore that. Okay, don't be aggressive. One thing, do you know that majority, 99% of people ask questions based on where they want to be, not where they need to be. People are making money on the license. I need to make money. So if I'm not making money, they want to now ask questions. Okay, what am I doing right? What am I doing? But the original training that will help you make money hasn't there. Like I am giving you the original training. So every time you want to ask questions, remind yourself so that you won't say, Kenvry, I wasn't guided. Do you know that you will never say that again? How many of you know you never say that? I wasn't properly, because part of the issues most people got when they got started in the business, some people have gotten started in this business and they fail, all right? And they are starting again. So you probably would have said, I wasn't properly guided, but do you know that you cannot say that again? True or true? Because I am properly guiding you now, all right? I am giving you the blueprint of what it is to learn in this environment and be success. I'm going to give room for question now, all right? So have you guys gotten everything you need, at least based on the guide? Document 10, all right? 10, see your result, document it, okay? You know how to document a trade. You took it. You may go as far as documenting when you entered. If it's on timing, document it, all right? Document it, the currency, the timing, the entry, and the close, all right? The currency, the timing, the entry, and the close. You could just draw out a sheet. You document it for 10 times, all right? 10 trades, 10 times. By the time you've done that, I'm not supposed to give you at this beginning because what I'm giving you right now, you will be helping me to train other people. I'm giving you roadmap to mastery. That's what I've just done. All right. So I appreciate you guys. You guys get this roadmap to mastery with Kenvry. You guys excited? So I give room for questions now, so you guys can ask questions. So like that's what I wanted to do. The orientation. This is the orientation of a beginner, so they know they got everything they need to march on. Direction, what they should do. Now you know. All right. Any question? All right. You cannot ask questions. I should get questions now. And you know, this also takes care of people who have received instruction before or people who have been oriented before, but maybe in the course of their study, something is becoming difficult. Already you know that it's good. If you didn't do something right, just go back and redo it. And stay consistent to the timeline, document your traits, all right? Because it's not me that will teach you to get results. It's you that will do what I tell you to do, and you begin to see your result grow over time. Without documentation, you are not getting my results. All right? Any question? Let's close. Okay, so once in a week, I'll be having a session with the beginners, with you guys, all right, to journey up. If you guys have questions, okay, I will be training in between. I'll be doing training on technicality, all right? So we'll be interacting on this level, but I want you, it's going to be more easier for me when I know that I'm training you and you can understand me. No question? No question? I thought you asked the question before. Are you still on this call? Okay. Yeah, your academy, your go live is different from your academy. It's not recording when you're studying your go live. All right. It's when you're studying the academy that is recording the percentage. I saw the question. Okay, good. Any question? So this video will be put on the chat. So if you missed something, you can actually go back, rewatch it. All right. Super excited. Make sure you're connected to the truth. Is all about staying connected and staying consistent. And inconsistency is one thing. You follow instruction to the letter. All right. It's stay connected and stay consistent. Okay. Follow instructions to the letter. I did a training yesterday on social media promotions. I'm going to see if I can extract that video and send it in the group. All right. We'll be catching up, doing a whole lot of things. God bless you guys for staying on. It's been a beautiful 1 hour I've spent with you guys. And let that group be interactive. If you have anything, any suggestion, anything, all right, just drop it in the group. All right. We take care of it. And whenever we have a session, okay, this is it. This is another instruction. Okay. Don't miss a session. If you miss a session, report yourself before I ask you. Okay, don't miss a session, any of my sessions. If you miss a session, report yourself before I ask you. Okay? Because at the end of the day, I'm taking data of your productivity. And don't tell me, miss the session. I want everybody to be very good at this. I'm watching out for people who are going to do this. If you are in the Telegram group, be there. After every session, put your input. What a session. It was a bad session. This is what happened. It was a good session. This is what happened. Make sure you're there talking. I want to see everyone talking. All right? Be interactive on that group. You know why? It's our family. Without communication, there is no relationship. For every time I come on the Telegram group, I put something and nobody's getting it. Guess what? It helps me. It's encouraging me to withdraw. All right. I know a lot of people who need my attention. And if I'm giving it to my very family, to my very blood, and they are not interacting, means they are not eating, they're not getting it. And guess what? Productivity will always find a foundation. All right. I'm very productive. And productivity finds a foundation. If the family is not getting it, I'll go dish it out. It must find a way to vent it out. So interact. Everybody must, it's not should, must. This is a criteria for, I'm watching out for those people that I'm going to handpick and say, I want to take it to this level. I'm watching out, okay? And the criteria for that is you're productive. You've done the things that I just shared with you guys, all right? And you're now productive. I can see your relationship. I can see you're interacting. Interact in the group. Whenever there is any session you're posting in the social media training yesterday, part of why I said I'm going to send it is this. 3 things you must be very good at doing. All right. I shared it with my book. Okay. I'm just going to post. It will help you. You want to be good at something we call promotion. Okay. You want to be good at promotion. For you to be promoted, you want to be good at promotion. So, if they send that, if I send it, make sure you watch it. If I drop anything, make sure you comment. Even if you missed it, you're busy, you come comment. All right. Tell me what you think about what I dropped. If we're having a live session, make sure you are joining. If you are not joining, I missed it, I was at work. To be accountable. It's all about accountability. All right. So that I'll know that, okay, you join. Everybody must interact, at least the people that I'm now putting in my fund, because everybody who's here on this call right now, I've set a standard for growing you together. Okay, so follow this precept that I've given to you, and we are going to grow together. Encourage other people. When you begin to talk, other people are going to talk in the group. When you need something, post it in the group. When you have a suggestion, post it in the group. All right, you need help, post it in the group. I already have leaders that I've trained that are good at what I do. They will help you. Even if you want it from me, you can't get it. The truth is, I encourage you. All right. I'll be tough. If you want to grow fast, all right, don't be so. The only way you can talk to me and you can enjoy me is when you've gone through these things. But if you have not and you need something, don't come to me. All right. Because you're not going to like how I'm going to answer you. I just told you how I would answer you. So you already know that, oh, you must go do this stuff. So I'll push you. I'm already pushing you to go do this stuff. But in case in the journey, something is unclear and you want to ask, either drop it in the group. Somebody's going to reach out to you. All right. Okay, I've been studying this thing. This is what I noticed about this and this. All right. I have a very busy schedule. So drop it in the group. All right. And somebody will attend to you. I have generals here. All right. Trusted general that will do what I do. Okay. I've dedicated that time to make them who I am. All right. So, and one day you're going to be that person that is going to help other people. God bless you guys. I super appreciate you. Thank you for giving me the 1 hour to have this foundation and orientation session. This is the first for the year. That's why I took my time. All right. I'm going to drop the link in the group. Go over this. I'm going to also put it on my YouTube so that it's easy for you to access. All right. Any more questions as we fly out of this place? No question. God bless you. Bye-bye. I think I already added you. This is a rule. If you get started, communicate daily. All right. As you're doing this thing, communicate daily with your mentor, with your leader. This is where I am. I've been able to go through today's task. Thank you. I did this. This is where I am at communication. It's like you're being accountable. All right. It's very good when you're communicating. Let me see.